Okay, next step, the sentence is for our practice. The sentence is Mohan is careless with money. Subject
Mohan sir.
Mohan, subject. Predicate
Is careless with money.
is careless with money. Okay. Coming to parts of speech, what is it? Careless. Even very careless. Is very careless. Okay. Coming to parts of speech, what is this? Mohan is very careless with money.
Adjective.
It is an adjective. Because we describe subject by using adjectives, that is an adjective. Good. See, this very careless must be the answer. How can you ask question? Very careless.
How is Mohan with money?
How is Mohan with money? Very good. How is Mohan? Because very careless tells the manner there. How is Mohan with money? Very good. Again, Kalyan Ram, money must be the answer.
With what Mohan is very careless?
With what? With what?
Mohan is very careless.
Mohan is with what? Is Mohan. Is must be just 10% wrong. With what is Mohan very careless? Is must be before subject. In noun clauses it's okay. I know with what Mohan is careless. I know with what Mohan is careless. That can be used in noun clauses. Coming to the straight question, with what is Mohan very careless? Again, Mohan must be the answer.
Who is very careless with money?
Who is very careless with money? The same subject, same very careless with money, all these things. Actually, what is the structure in the sentence?
Simple present action.
Simple present. Simple present.
State of being.
Simple present.
State of being.
Simple present state of being. Simple present state of being, because I am, he, she, it, is, we, you, they are. Mohan is very careless with money. Next, the next question is the same subject, same very careless, all these things describing and with money. Simple past state of being structure.
Mohan was very careless with money.
Mohan was very careless with money in his childhood, something in the past. Mohan was very careless with money. Mohan was very careless with money in his childhood, something in the past. Okay, what is this very in the coming to parts of speech? Mohan is very careless with money.
How much he is careless?
No, just what is that very in parts of speech coming to, because Mohan is now careless, you mentioned it is an adjective.
Adverb.
Adverb, very good. Adverb of?
Adverb of manner.
No, adverb of degree. Adverb of degree. Intensity of the careless. Careless intensity increases with the verb, with the adverb very. Very careless. Very clever. Okay, anyway, Mohan was very careless with money in his childhood. Again, very careless must be the answer to this question, to this sentence.
How was
Mohan was very careless with money in his childhood.
How was Mohan
How was Mohan with money in his childhood? Very good. Again, negative sentence of it. Mohan is not very careless with money. Oh, did I mention that? Mohan is not very careless. Okay, yes or no question of it. Mohan is very careless with money.
Is Mohan is Mohan is very careless with money?
Two times is unfair. Is Mohan very careless? Enough. Is Mohan is again. That is mistake. Is Mohan very careless with money? Yes or no question. Negative yes or no question. Mohan
Is not Mohan very careless with money?
is not Mohan very careless with money. Okay. Again, WH question with why.
Why Mohan is very why is Mohan very careless with money?
Good. Why is Mohan very careless with money? Again, coming to this sentence, negative sentence, Mohan was very careless with money in his childhood.
Mohan was not very careless with money in his childhood.
Mohan was not very careless with money in his childhood. Yes or no question? Mohan was very careless with money in his childhood. Yes or no question to it? For this sentence, Mohan
Was Mohan very careless with money in his childhood?
Was Mohan very careless with money in his childhood? Negative yes or no question?
Was not Mohan very careless with money in his childhood?
Was not Mohan very careless with money in his childhood? Okay. Again, money must be the answer.
With what Mohan was very careless?
With what? With what?
With
Mohan.
what was Mohan not very careless in his childhood?
With what was Mohan very careless in his childhood? With what? Okay. With what? After with what? Was must be there. Okay. Okay. Very careless must be the answer. Mohan was very careless with money in his childhood. Very careless must be the answer.
How was Mohan with money in his childhood?
Very good. How was Mohan with money in his childhood? Again, Mohan must be the answer.
Who was very careless with money in childhood?
Who was very careless with money in his childhood?
In childhood, in his means.
Who was very careless with money in childhood? Okay. Who was very careless with money in childhood? Okay. Next, in childhood must be the answer.
When was Mohan very careless with money?
Very good. Because in childhood expresses the time phrase. Time phrase. In childhood expresses the time phrase. In childhood, both words. When was Mohan very careless with money? Very good. Again, coming to, you will have to say, for example, instead of Mohan, if you keep the subject I and a simple future state of being by keeping the subject I. Otherwise, keep the Mohan, the subject is same, very careless, same words, simple future state of being.
Mohan will be very careless with money.
Mohan
Will be very careless with money.
will be very careless. Very careless with money. Mohan will be very careless with money. Negative sentence.
Mohan will not be very careless with money.
Mohan will not be very careless with money. Good. Again, yes or no question?
Will Mohan be very careless with money?
Will Mohan be very careless with money? Will should be here. Okay. Will Mohan. Negative yes or no question?
Will not be Mohan very
Will not.
Will not Mohan be very careless with money?
Very good. Will not Mohan be very careless with money? Very careless again must be the answer.
How Mohan will Mohan be with money?
Very good. How will Mohan be with money? Again, money must be the answer.
With what Mohan
With what?
will
But from beginning. With what?
with what will Mohan be very careless?
With what will Mohan be very careless? Very good. Again, Mohan must be the answer.
Who will be very careless with money?
Who will be very careless with money? Okay, no? Simple present state of being, simple past state of being, simple future state of being, different quotients, WH quotients. Okay. Again, present perfect state of being structure can be used here. Can you tell imperative sentence? Instruction. If, for example, Mohan is not there, a person is before you. Negative imperative state of being. Can you tell that sentence? Negative imperative state of being. Negative imperative state of being. Kalyan.
Don't be very careful.
Don't be-
careless
don't-
with money.
Don't be very careless. Don't be very careless with money. That's it. Imperative state of being. Don't be very careless. Politely. This is, for example, subjective anyway. Don't be very careless. Imperative sentence. Don't be very careless with money. Politely.
Please don't be very careless with money.
If they are elders, please don't be very careless with money. Okay, good Kalyan. Claps for Kalyan. Because three structures, 1, 2, 3, three sentences belong to three structures and questions on them. Again, imperative sentence was also expressed by him. Good Kalyan. In action sentences, in possessiveness sentences with the different structures, you will have to do this activity further. Later, you will have some command over the fundamental.